Oh my goodness, this is so metal. Look at that. That is sick. General Teddy's mannerisms change and he effortlessly hoists up Minazuki, who just pierced him with his blade. This ominous hate-drenched voice sounds like it's coming from the depths of HFIL. What in the world is this thing?
This body had reached its limit anyway. It's only a fate made with shadows, after all. It was never meant to support itself for long.
Oh, Kagutsuchi is the person that spoke to Labris in the first Arena storyline at the end of Labras's story. So Kagutsuchi was the one who gave Labris her little TV world setup. Okay, very interesting, because I thought it was Amano Sagiri for some reason at the time, but I was like, no, it couldn't be Amano Sagiri, but it sounds like him.
Fortunately, a horde of shadows to create a vessel, and persona fragments to control it have been gathered.
What?
Well done, my puppet. It is thanks to you that everything came together so splendidly. All that's left is to fuse that brat with the shadows as a base, and then devour the persona fragments to inhabit my new corporeal form. You, Narukami. I was born when this town was enshrouded in fog. I have quite the connection with all of you.
Oh, that's why you sounded so much like Amano Sagiri, because you were made when Amano Sagiri was going wild back then. Okay. Chat, in Japanese mythology, who is Kagutsuchi again? Kagutsuchi is like the child of Izanami or something, right? Or am I thinking of something different? Because what was it? I don't remember who... Or no, was Kagutsuchi the one who washed his face? I know that, like, Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, and Susanoo were all born when some Japanese god or goddess washed his or her face, but I can't remember who it was that washed their face to make Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, and Susanoo. I don't remember. I don't remember how Kagutsuchi fits into it. I just know a lot of Japanese mythological, like, god and goddess names because Naruto uses a lot of them for the Uchiha's abilities.
What?
I pay no heed to these. I am the collective will of those who abandon all connections and strive to live only for themselves.
Yo, you would have loved Akechi.
I incinerate everything. I will rob, murder, trample, and cast you humans down into the depths of despair.
Okay, not so much like Akechi, because Akechi didn't really want to, like, destroy everything. He just wanted to get vengeance on Shido, which I find the storyline of wanting revenge way more interesting and better for character development than just wanting to blow up the universe. He's the god of fire and the child of Izanami and killed her with his flames. Oh, right! Izanami had Kagutsuchi, but because Kagutsuchi was like the god of fire, he literally burned her to death as she gave birth to him in Japanese mythology. I knew that. I knew that. Thank you for reminding me, chat.
My name is Hino Kagutsuchi, one who kills all who live in this world.
Yeah, wanting to, like, destroy all of the world is really fitting for Kagutsuchi, given his mythology, then. What called itself Hino Kagutsuchi, I'm just gonna say Kagutsuchi, laughs. And then a scarlet fog, incomparably thicker than before, pours out of General Teddy's body. The fog enters the helpless Minazuki through his eyes, ears, mouth, and wounds he sustained during the battle. That sounds disgusting.
You bastard. Sho!
As I try and rush over, General Teddy's body, which is now an empty husk, turns into a black chunk of shadow and starts to bubble as it disintegrates. At the same time, what used to be Minazuki turns its evil red gaze towards me.
How I love to hear that cry, you Narukami. What do you think? I had lent this brat my power, but my full presence is a bit different. You're Kagutsuchi!
It has immense power, far beyond what Sho used when I faced him. My entire body is being crushed against my will, and my joints scream out in pain. Even my lungs are compressed, preventing me from breathing normally.
Don't worry. I won't let you die so quickly. You will live to witness my advent, and will be the first sacrifice to my power.
I was wondering, like, when Kagutsuchi was like, hey, I'm the final boss, I was like, okay, did they make another custom character for you for me to fight, or are you just gonna, like, take over Minazuki or something? So it looks like for the final fight, we'll just be fighting Minazuki again, but it'll be Kagutsuchi. Maybe a different moveset or something.
I won't let you do this. Your nerve astounds me, but I wouldn't be so sure. Your allies are about to be overwhelmed by the flood of shadows. You all fought so long within this red fog, just as I planned. You are exhausted to your very souls. You have no hope of defeating me now. My first puppet was quite useful for that purpose. I had directed it at you with the aim of harvesting your personas, but...
Oh, Kagutsuchi was the one who, like, hacked Labris from outside of the world at the end of the first arena. Okay, so that was all, that, like, true culprit was all Kagutsuchi then.
You mean Labris? Ah, is that what you call it? Had I taken your shadows for my own, their own wills would have made them less obedient than I required. I learned that in the previous battles. Thus did I prepare this fog and my new scheme to carve away at your personas. Personas are the suppressed strength of heart. Nothing is better suited to suppress the will of shadows than that. So that's why!
Ooh, anime cutscene.
Now is the time for despair. This new form that you have given me. Behold it!
Yo, that's sick. Oh my goodness, very fire, much Kagutsuchi. The giant shadow that shows itself through the severe quaking and gusts of wind slowly approaches, all while spewing out fluids that look like red, stagnant blood. That's just fire, dude. This is the vessel we ended up giving Hino Kagutsuchi, a giant form made from the fusion of countless shadows. A real monster. Man, this would be such a cool final boss in an actual Persona game. But because this is a fighting game, there's no way that we'd fight against this. It's gonna be something, it's gonna be like, you fight Minazuki again or something. This is the body it was gathering shadows to put together, but...
Everyone, lend me your strength.
I will defeat this monster and return to you all. Wait, are we gonna fight the giant fire demon? How? Okay, never mind, I spoke too soon. They found a way to make it work. Well done, game developers. That's a nice hand you got there, sir. Hey, oh my goodness, you look so wrong compared to literally everything else in this game. It's so funny. It's gonna be the end of you though, buddy. I would like to hurt you. All I gotta do is build up my ult. Ow. Can I grab it?
Damn.
Oh, get wrecked, get wrecked. As soon as I get enough SP, no, I accidentally used Iodine, I'm a fool! My entire strategy is falling apart. Rapid fire machine gun kicks, go! Oh dear, I'm scared. Ah, my feelings! Nice.
Not enough.
It's fine, once he gets me low enough, I'll get plus 50, so I just need to get to, I'm already at 59, we're good. We got this, we got this. Oh, it's almost built up. Ow, ow, ow. That was so loud, dude. Hey.
Damn.
I can't do it. It won't let you do the ult. It won't let you, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to lose then?
Damn. What?
I guess you're supposed to lose? Right? Oh, never mind, I won. All right, that was super lame. That was like
What power is this? How can one human's power alone be enough to best me?
That was so lame, I can't even begin to describe. If that's actually, like, the final boss. Like, you were better off just having me fight Minazuki again, but let him summon Kagutsuchi's form like how Labrys's shadow does or something. That was so insanely lame for such an awesome-looking demon shadow thing.
You know, Kagutsuchi, that's what holds you back. The power I wield, the power we wield. It will never succumb to someone like you!
Silence, pest! I will not lose! I am stronger than anything!
Hino Kagutsuchi's giant arm swings up high into the sky. This isn't good. If this place takes a direct hit from that enormous thing, never mind sweeping me off my feet. It could destroy this entire tower, with all the quaking.
Persona!
Ooh, Adachi. Faster than I can call my persona, the other Izanagi flies toward Kagutsuchi from behind, slashing at its giant arm and knocking it back.
Adachi-san?
What are you doing? I set everything up perfect for you, and you still didn't finish it off before I woke up.
The way he scratches his head and rolls his eyes, without a doubt, that's the Adachi-san I know. Did he save me? Up until now, he's just dropped hints for us here and there, never doing anything to help us out directly. Seeing me surprised at this small change, noticeable only to those who know him, Adachi-san furrows his brow. He's displeased, in an ever so slightly embarrassed way.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? I don't have time to waste either. So let's hurry up and put it into this.
What are you talking about? Do you have to, like, get back to the prison before dinner time?
Right.
I can feel it. The two Izanagis respond to each other and melt into one. I've never felt this fusion of conflicting powers before. It's still so weird to me that Adachi just has Izanagi, but bad. It's like, I wish Adachi had, like, his own, like, really unique, cool-looking persona. Like Tsukuyomi. Like, Tsukuyomi would have been a great persona for Adachi. Like what Minazuki has. Instead of just like, hey, look, it's Izanagi, but not. They eventually coalesce into a sword, which launches itself towards Hino Kagutsuchi's enormous roaring form.
Izanagi! Nagatsu Izanagi!
Maybe it's because I just don't like Adachi very much. Like, I did not find Adachi a very good villain at all throughout Persona 4. But, like, this, like, oh, look, it's Narukami and Adachi working together using their two Izanagis. Just seems so, like, not lame, but just, like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. The giant sword formed with the torn power pierces Kagutsuchi and disperses its body into fragments.
Hino Kagutsuchi! It's over!
I like Magatsu Izanagi personally. I mean, you're welcome to that opinion, but like, it's just, I don't know, it's just so lame to me to have someone have a persona that is just like a copy of someone else's, instead of having your own super neat persona instead. Because, like, you know, the only example I have really is Akechi. Like, Akechi is like the foil to Joker and whatnot, but Akechi doesn't have like, hey, look, it's Arsene, but he's blue instead of red. Akechi has Loki and Robin Hood and Heroward, who are all some of the best personas in the franchise, design-wise. And then for Adachi, it's just like, hey, look, he's got the protagonist's persona, except he's red. Who cares?
Impossible! How could I fall to this trickery of funds?
Man, I'm so disappointed Kagutsuchi seems like such an awesome concept for a villain and all in a Persona setting, and that boss design was so awesome looking. Like, as a shadow, he looks great. But he's so wasted in this game because they can't do anything cool with him because it's a fighting game. That's so disappointing for me. After Kagutsuchi's body crumbles away, the red fog disappears little by little from our sight and the area is covered in silence. The night sky turns back to its usual color with a beautiful moon shining in the sky. I don't care about whatever lore they have behind Magatsu Izanagi. I'm sure there's some lore of, like, they both got power from Izanami, so that's why they both have Izanagi, but his is evil or whatever. I still think it's lame. I still think it's very lame. It would be much better if Adachi, in my opinion, if Adachi had another mythological setting, like if he had Tsukuyomi. Like, literally just give him Tsukuyomi. If they had come up with the Tsukuyomi for Persona 4 Golden and given him that instead of that, and then came up with something different for Minazuki, that would have been way better, in my opinion. Magatsu Izanagi is just so lazy, and he just looks visually really lame to me. It also doesn't help that I think Izanagi's design is pretty lame, too. Like, I don't find Izanagi to be a very compelling persona. I like there are tons of Persona 4 personas that I like more than Izanagi, because he just doesn't look that good to me.
My sincere congratulations on winning the P-1 Grand Prix.
Why on earth is Elizabeth here? The sudden voice surprises me, and I turn around. Standing right there is a woman in deep azure-colored clothes. Adachi-san's nowhere to be seen.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
Though what you just defeated now was different in form, it appeared to be another embodiment of man's consciousness that wishes for death. And suffice to say, I had my own reason to witness its end.
Ah, Kagutsuchi is similar to Erebus, I see.
Your own reason, huh?
That is correct.
I don't really get it, but she probably means that she came to witness Kagutsuchi's end. It's fine since it's over now. Do you realize the entire building you're standing on is crumbling? Or, like, shaking a lot? But couldn't she have at least helped out a bit? Not that I'd ever say anything like that to her face. I've heard before that Elizabeth has her own wish, that trying to grant it was why she left the room. Maybe she's cooperating with us in her own way.
By the by, you. This tower will disappear momentarily.
Huh?
It's shaking! What do you expect to happen, Narukami, you idiot? That's right, I completely forgot about that. This tower is a transient thing that appeared in the red fog, and so now that the fog's gone, this place will go back to its usual self, Yasagami High.
Can I ask a favor, Elizabeth?
A favor? Depending on what you ask, I'll have to demand payment.
I'm not sure about that. But can you please send all my friends in this tower somewhere safe?
Haha, if that is all you ask, it's as easy to grant as having an orange at a kotatsu.
That's something Japanese that I don't understand.
You've actually used a kotatsu?
No, it was merely a figure of speech. I've never so much as seen a kotatsu.
A kotatsu is that, like, blanket table thing, right? That the Japanese use every now and then?
Very well then. I will transport your friends to somewhere safe as you wish. Oh, where would this somewhere safe be? Ah, yes, the perfect place has occurred to me. I shall send you all there.
I wish she wouldn't decide things like that on her own. It'd be nice if she'd just tell me where she's gonna send us. But before I can ask her, she raises a hand and my vision fills with such brightness that I forget to argue. Wait, where is she sending us?
Well then, you. Hasta la vista, baby. Until the day we meet again. Farewell.
Oh, Elizabeth. What was that Looney Tunes runaway sound effect?